Sure.
I think that, I'm shocked that what's the name got him though. Um, you you man.
Broadcasting.
Oh, okay. You say you going to test your team out?
Yeah, I'm gonna play my game.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm nervous for you. Oh shit.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I got the Rams. What are your team overall?
I'll tell you right now.
You still fucking like 83 or some shit like that?
We'll find out.
'Cause I can tell you, last time I checked, mine was overall 95. Offensive
Damn,
wise,
you're 95 overall. The hell? What the hell?
I know I'm about to get rid of some receivers, so I know that for sure. I just got to try some people out. That's why I kind of, that's why I traded you what's the name. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know if you,
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know if I can hold on to this. I already got one, 97 overall.
Okay, I'm good.
St. James.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Overall, I'm 87.
Oh, okay.
Offense, 87. Defense, 88.
Balance. That's good. Did you ever go check out my team?
No, no, I haven't even. I just got on. This is the first time I get on in a few days.
I know. I messaged you ass on the thing.
I was
I seen you
asleep.
rooming, but I
Oh,
thought you was
it
doing
wasn't
that.
me. It was the
Oh, your
girls.
daughter.
Yeah, they've been playing Red Dead Redemption. I don't even have a PlayStation anymore. I think.
You get checked for everything, you know.
Yeah, I got checked.
You got jacked for the truck.
That's right.
Now you got jacked for the PlayStation.
Let's see. Advanced settings. Okay. My custom playbook is there. Let's get it.
That's what I need to do. My playbook, my deep offensive defensive playbook.
Yeah.
I need to have at least two or three of them.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Why you got me against the drive? What the hell?
The hell?
That's weird.
All right. Is that you watching?
Oh no.
You,
Hold on, you into it? Hold on.
oh, somebody else is watching. I don't know who's watching.
Of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs under the lights on Thursday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of all-pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to 3-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
2nd and 10.
Yellow.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
That's going to be knocked away. Incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Here's Nix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. To throw is Nix. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Up the middle, Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And it's 2nd down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, you know, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
Nix to the air. And he... One incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts from 8 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. The Chiefs have taken the lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him. And, oh, it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. There he goes, left side. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Nix. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
To throw, here's Nix. Open man is Chase, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. ended up picking up 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now HN on first. Line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's Nix once more. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Kyle Pitts. Second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Aubrey now for the point after. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, that's certainly familiar. Kelsey making the catch and picking up a first down. And he continues to produce at a high level here in his 12th year in the NFL. He's topped 90 catches in each of the last 6 seasons. And barring something dramatic happening, there's a good chance he'll make it 7 straight when it's all said and done.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And again, it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And the Chiefs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Pacheco. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. A 10-play drive that time. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A final shot before break. Nix, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers. The Jets and Niners.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Nix from the shotgun. He finds Pickens over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Again, it's Achane. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw is Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Achane will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man right side is Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to the ground, Achane.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run. Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kyle Pitts with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, now how about this return? Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Yellow.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still Week 1. Here's 3rd down now. That is caught. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Yellow, yellow.
Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Yellow.
Mahomes will throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Here's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw it. Touchdown! Travis Kelce from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now he's forced out left. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
3rd and 4. And they'll give this to Achane. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year, always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know